Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today, I got access to LTX Studio beta, and I'm going to show you everything I know so far. So let's get started. Okay, so the way I got access was I went to their Discord, and they've been having a couple giveaways, usually limited. Last time it was 200 people got access to it, and then this time it was 400 people. And I just set an alarm on my watch or clock or my phone, sorry, and then I just got on there, and as soon as it was open, I uh, entered in there as quick as I could, and it took about uh, most it took about 6 or 7 hours for them to finally email me and tell me that I got access. And when you get access, they send you a code um, saying that they've granted you access to it, and then you'll go into it, and it will tell you that it says billing accepted or whatever. So it's like basically their pay area, but the code was the access. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's talk about how do you use LTX Studio. Well, it's fairly straightforward to use. As you can see, I've made several projects down here. I'm going to talk about in this episode. I'm going to talk about just some quick tips on how to use it, what to expect when you get it, and then I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly that I've seen so far. Okay, so basically this will be your homepage, and they have some prompts here if you just want to uh, just do a quick, story or whatever. I think I haven't even looked at these yet. Uh, okay, let's look at this one here, a cyclist quest. Okay, so what you do is or you can type in whatever prompt you want. The quick next. Um, One of the things that I do like about this is one of the pros that I feel like it has. It's easy to use. It's pretty straightforward. If you've done any type of uh, AI work at all, a lot of this will be pretty familiar with. So I think it uses a Chat GPT to create the stories and stuff. If you do it automatic, okay. So this just has one character. It's really cool. You can, if you don't like that, you can switch that out. And with the prompt, you'll notice he looks similar to the last one. So if you want to change that, you can go into the edit here and say you want, an African American, male or female, or if you want him to have blue eyes, brown hair, short beard, you can make him have a long beard. Just long beard. We can make him old if you want to. Whatever you want. Like, it will do that. And say you don't like the leather jacket, you want it to be maybe a black leather jacket. And you can change his name here, and then you can change his voice here. And this is what his voice sounds like right now.
As an organizer, I start from where the world is.
They use 11 Labs voices, but and as the voiceovers. So let's do that. And now he's a totally different looking character. But if you notice, if I switch here, he'll still have some similarities to the last character there. Now he's looks more like no, he's still on a bike. Here you can do face switch, which is really cool. I have not done this yet, but you can drop in a picture of somebody's face or your face, and it will resemble that person. So once you get that done, you can come over and change your visual aesthetic, or you can change, the cinematic inspiration. The visual aesthetics, they have a lot of options here. Some are cool, some kind of don't. You don't see a difference in some. I think there's one like real estate kind of. I don't see a big difference in that one than the cinematic one. And it could still just be where it's in beta. So let's just stick with cinematic right now and just kind of get this going. You can also change the aspect ratio from 1 to 1, 16.9, and 9 by 16. You can add characters here if you want. You can rewrite the whole script. Let's see here. Okay, so now this just is gonna really fast generating the initial story. But the initial stories that I've seen so far are just real they'll be short stories. So if you're wanting something long and drawn out, you'll have to do a lot of adding to it. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, so over here to the left, you got your scenes, and each scene will have its scene setting, the lighting, weather. If you'll notice that there. And then if you want to add more scenes, you got to do that at the very bottom. This button right here says add scenes. And then if you want to add more shots, you click on this button right here. It says add a shot. And if you don't like this one, you want this shot here to be in this position, you just click and grab it and switch it around. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Very simple, very easy to use. I recommend generating the videos. Each video, even though it's painstaking, you want to generate the videos to see if there's any flaws in it. Because initially that looks okay, but see, look, I think he almost fell. So you would want to just regenerate that video, but also it was really short. So you can go into the, if y'all saw what I did there, I clicked on the shot editor, and you can down here, you can do this with each shot, but you can change it from, they're initially 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds. They don't come out immediately at 5 seconds, but you can change it to a 5-second shot. Let's see here. And then we can generate it, and let's see. Let's just see if it fixed that, the bike falling over, or maybe made him completely fall, which would kind of be funny. Over here, you can, change the prompt to where if you want him standing in front of a barn, you can stand in front of a barn. So now you see it's a 6-second shot, even though we asked for 5. Okay, he's trying to grab the bike. He walks through something. He walks through another bike. Did his head turn into a dog? Look, it's like a completely different character. That's wild. I don't even know what that is. Okay. So you can see AI is still doing AI stuff. Let's see here. And in order to get the good scenes that they got, they just had to do a bunch of regenerates. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Now, if you regenerate, it's even looking like it's changing. Yeah, I don't know if the character's even the same guy here. Is he in this one here? It looks different. But if you'll notice, like, you start to, when you're doing the generations, you get your sections you'll be able to select. Okay, so let's watch this one real quick. I don't know what's going on in the background. Yeah, that was weird. Is that a lady coming out to selling by? And she was giant. Look at it. And she had giant legs. Okay. Anyway, that was weird. So you can see, it takes a lot of generation to get it to where you're wanting it to go. Down here, you can change the camera shot to close up, extreme, whatever. If you want to change this, let's not say preparing. We could just change it. So you notice as soon as I started erasing something, it changed it. So let's put him in front of a barn. Yeah. Now, let's see. I was trying to think of what I was going to say and put a house behind it, but yeah. So now he's in front of a barn, and we can generate that. Also, you can change the motion. From extreme to natural, custom. You can do a static shot, orbit shot, dolly in, dolly out, all that kind of stuff. This is kind of cool too. If you wanted to camera angle, so I would say you don't like that particular camera angle, you can just click on here, and you can change the camera angle to this way. And or if you want it to zoom in or zoom out, or pan the camera. So let's do that, and let's see what that does for us real quick. So, sorry it's taking a second here. I hope this hurries up. I'd like to show it to you. There we go. Okay. So now let's generate it. Okay, and see what that does for us. Didn't look like it added much to the camera angle. Maybe to go over. On the frame here, the text is where it's at, right here, and then the image. If you want to upload your own image, you can change your image there. So let's see what this shot looks like now. Okay, still a little weird. It kind of got weird. It gets weirder as it goes. And what else about this section here can I tell you guys? Oh, you can do negative prompts. Like if you don't want to see the cars in the background back here, you can remove cars, and it should remove the cars. Yep. Okay, so yeah, so the cars are gone. And scene override. So you can pick your location, you can pick the lighting. Like if we want it rainy, let's see here. Cloudy and rain. Let's do heavy rain. Just to add some extreme. And you can even, down here, you can type in, if you can add sound effects. If you wanted to, you could type in heavy rain, and I'm pretty sure it will pull up heavy rain as one of the sound effects options. Yeah, here we go. Heavy rain on metal roof, so he doesn't like that. Okay, so you could add that. It does not look like it added the rain, but it did add the skies are gray now. And I don't know why I didn't add rain. Let's try just rain. And you can also see that even though we've regenerated that video several times, it's still not showing something that you could use in the end. And it does not look like it's wanting to add rain to this particular scene as well. It's still in beta, so it's still glitchy. What's advanced here? There we go. So you can lower the values, result in a smoother, more continuous movement. So maybe if we did something like that, that might help. You can also change the frames per second from 8 to 16 to 24, and the duration. Let's see here. So the seed. Now I've not found a way. There might be a way. I've not found a way to locate the previous seeds. So once you exit out of this, I believe you lose these frames here. So let's try that, and then let's go back into it. No, you still have them. Okay. So if you like this one here, how are you going to select? Okay, did it change the seed? Let's see here. We are 426. No, it did not change the seed. Okay. So if you like one particular scene or shot, as they're calling them, and you don't want to, you want to keep and see if there's one you might like a little bit better, I'd recommend saving the seed number of the one you do like. Okay, this is good. Not exactly what I want, but I can use it. Save the seed number. And then you can, because then what you can do is you can type in, you can So let's copy it, and then I'll regenerate a new seed. You notice the number's different. Okay, and that actually looks a little bit better of a scene. Now let's see if this takes us back to that other seed number. It does, I think it does. But I have not. See, now the new one's gone. Okay. Now, maybe I should have copied the new seed. Let's, okay, so we have this seed number. I'm going to select one, and then I will copy this number and see, get it to come back. Okay. Now let's select this one, different seed number. That one's gone, but you can enter the seed number here. Bam. And regenerate. It should pull up the, okay, it's slightly different. That was weird. Okay. Well, I've had it work where it pulls the same shot back up. Who knows what's going on there. Okay. So there's that. I think that's all I can tell you about in the shot editor. Back to the storyboard. One cool thing is if you click here, you can duplicate the scene. You can edit the frame. You can remove objects. You can fill objects. So like say here we don't like this guy's bike, or maybe we don't like this light fixture here, and we don't like this light fixture here. If you notice a little glitchy, it's not perfect. Here, let's try doing the generative fill. So let's see what that does. Let's do okay. Let's try to see if it can give us an outdoor light. Gonna generate it. And let's see what happens here. And nothing. Okay. So let's try it one more time. Maybe I'm not using the right prompt. Let's do light fixture. Fitter. Lord have mercy. Okay. See what we get here. And we get a weird looking light fixture. Does not look like it belongs to the scene. Okay, so we're going to leave that. That's a weird shot. It's some of the good things. I think their characters typically look really great on this. I think also like this right now, this stands as a fantastic storyboard generator. It's just real short movements. And I think that it's got a long ways to go for it to do something really epic in the film industry. I was kind of hoping when it first came out that it would be something you could use, to actually put out a film, but it's nowhere near that. It's basically like AIvideo, but more for storytelling than AIvideo would be, I guess. That makes me wonder, like if I did maybe if I had a DIY video on how to change a light fixture like I've done on AIvideo. Let's see what this looks like. It doesn't look bad. I mean, but it's still not. It's not perfect. Some of the shots in the demo stuff that they put out, like I'm saying, I think they took a lot of work to get those shots done. So let's let me see if I can go over any more here. You can change the prompt here. You can even change the prompt with just regenerating it there. Like I said, you can do the shot, medium shot here, close up, wide, extreme, from above, bird's eye view. And and you can add sound effects here as well. Okay, so I want to touch base on all the goods before I move on to the bad. So the visual aesthetics, like I said, are cool, and you can change them on the fly. You can change it right here. So if we wanted to go to make this a anime, we could do that just by clicking apply, and now all the characters are going to be, in the cartoon. One thing I do like about it is in the home page, you're able to do a full synopsis, and when you add characters in that, it will pre-generate the characters. So if you say, a man named David, a woman named Sarah, and their two kids, and Josh and Zoe or whatever, and if you say that, it will generate, a man named David, a woman named Sarah, and two little girls, Josh and Zoe. So that's really cool, very helpful. Back to here. Okay, so you can see that this did change. Let's go to the shot editor on that. And, it's, definitely got the cartoon feel to it. Anime is ruling the house right now. So that's pretty cool, very neat. You can change back to cinematic if you want in the project settings. And you also have the soundtrack. You can choose a soundtrack. Here's what they have already picked. Okay, epic. And here's the character, Greg Thompson. And it should have his voiceover. And it has character. I think if you have multiple characters, you can. Let's see here. Yeah, so character is clicked. Okay. So Greg Thompson, or you can change it to whatever, and then you can have a narrator say the voiceover. So let's cancel that. To preview it and export it, click on this button here. On the quality, the standard, it's just 720p right now. It says upscaling coming here. It is also, you can also change it over to image sequence, which is what you're going to see if you just preview it. So this will just be I'll just play a little bit of this, but you can preview it and kind of see what the scenes look like together. It won't show you the motions.
As I set out on my global ride, I never imagined the incredible journey that lay ahead. Pedaling through breathtaking landscapes and immersing myself in diverse cultures, I discovered the true essence.
Okay, so you kind of get the gist of that. One more thing on the edit frame here, right down here, character placement soon. So that's another cool thing that they've got coming for them. Let's see here. Here is the voiceover, and you can change your you can change over what it says. You can change over who says it.
As I set out on my global ride, I never imagined the incredible.
You can change the prompt on it.
As I set out on my global ride, I never imagined the incredible journey that lay ahead.
All right, so like I said, I think that's pretty much it. When you go to render it, it sometimes it says it'll automatically say that it's going to take a few minutes because of the beta, and sometimes it takes a few minutes, and then sometimes I'm not sure, but I think I have one down here that was yes, it never rendered. It was like a day, and it's just never rendered. So anyways, okay, now I want to talk about some of the bad that I've seen so far. So now I'm giving it's beta, so I'm giving it grace in this. Okay. So the visual aesthetics, when you change it and when you set it from the beginning here, and you crash survivor or whatever. If you do that and you go in, like I said, automatically on cinematic, but if you change it there, it does okay. But sometimes in the visual settings here, sometimes the scene won't change over. It'll be back. It'll be the old scene. And I have found it. This done a pretty good job on it, but I have found it to where it which one did I do that was it this one? So yeah, so like it will do partly the scenes, but then it won't finish the scenes all the way all the time, and especially like the more you try to change that up. So right now here I've got this on fighting game. So if we go to cinematic now and apply it, and it does a fast job of applying it, which is really cool. Some of the fighting game might bleed through back over. So that's one thing. I mean, it's not showing it terribly too bad here. Maybe it was just something that was glitching on me yesterday, but that's something to keep an eye on for sure. And like I said, if you changed it back to, I don't know, let's just do something like, let's do like a low poly, something extreme. This started out in cinematic, so maybe that's why it switched out so easy. Yeah, no, maybe it's gonna do good. I'll stand corrected on that, and I'm okay with that. If they fixed it, it's a good thing. Um, the overall system is pretty glitchy still. There, it has had some issues. Okay, it's like this scene here. Okay, so this doesn't go with the vibe of the rest. Because here's the character, the same character, and you can tell that it's not. And so, like, if you go to regenerate this, let's see, it doesn't seem to pick up the fact that we changed the visual aesthetics. Okay, there we go. That did. That was great. Okay, but it has not been consistent with that. Let's just say that. The long queue times, but like I said, when you go to generate it, it tells you that to expect that, and it is still AI. It will mess up words. It will mess up hands. Sometimes the voices, the people talk, their mouth moves, but they're clearly not saying anything because it's a narrator. It's only narrators talking. I hope to goodness that they put mouth, the ability to talk on the characters, but I hope that comes. One thing I was kind of hoping to be able to do with this thing is like I was wanting to make like a music video, and I think with a lot of manipulating you would be able to, but you can't just type in a music video about this. It turns it into a story automatically. So unless you had a music video scripted out, then you might be okay. But that being said, it's still wonky with instruments and stuff like that. Anything else on the bad? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I think that's it on the bad. Now we're going to talk about the ugly. These things, I'm like, oh man, I can't believe it's doing that. The first thing is the terms of service. They own you own the rights to what you input, but they own the rights to the output, and they allow you to use it, but they do have rights to get to it and to use it and to terminate it and to take your rights away from using it if you disobey the rules, okay? Or if you disobey OpenAI's rules because they're using ChatGPT. That kind of sucks. That's the best I can interpret that. I'm not a lawyer. If you're a lawyer or if you know something about this more than I do, let me know. And okay, so there's that. Second, you're not supposed to use copyrighted material, right? So when you type in, for instance, this particular story here, um, it was this basically a story about a group of superhero kids who got into a fight with a snowman. And because I used the word superhero, I was not using Superman or anything like that. Um, it started generating uh, superhero looking characters. You'll notice a lot of familiar looking characters here. Um, and like, look, even the boy straight up. I mean, straight up is a superhero. He's a Superman cape on or thing on. So it just does that automatically, and I have found it hard to get away from that. There was one particular scene um, right here. If you could, this was the original seed on that scene, and I mean they doubled down on Superman, and they gave Batman a rear cape and a Superman chest plate, and I don't know how I feel about that. And then they gave the Green Lantern a Batman helmet. It just got weird. But when I, regenerated, I mean, it just, it's still like double down on this on the Supergirls. And if you'll notice here, what because the prompt on that original was the team. Yeah. So the team standing together, fist clenched, showing determination and unity. So what I did, I had to go in here and I added all the characters' names. Okay, and to do that, you just click on, add, not to, geez. Click on add. Let me get away from the word. Click on add, and it pulls up their names, all the characters in your story, which is great. So I went in and added all their names, thinking that it was just going to generate the characters and at least the original character thing, but it did not. And so I generated again. I don't remember. I mean, so it's like you could probably get away with this one. It's definitely a little bit different, but as you well, except for the Captain America, okay. As you can see, I mean, it's not saying anything about Superman, Wonder Woman, nothing about these characters, and it's just automatically generating them. And so it may be like, man, okay, so if you're doing a parody, I guess you can get away with that. But it made me wonder if I just typed in Darth Vader, will it pull up Darth Vader? Yes, it will. There's Darth Vader. And here's Darth Vader, supposed to be walking, and I don't know who that is. So, I mean, what if I did change it to somebody else, like SpongeBob? Okay, SpongeBob walking down the street. Let's see what this pulls up. And there you have it, folks. It is SpongeBob walking down the street. And ironically, it made the street more SpongeBob-y. So this thing will, it will copyright, although they definitely say in the terms of service not to do that. It gave me a 6-second video. All right. He's sliding. His eyes are weird. Okay. It's AI doing AI stuff. This just tells me that they really had to do a lot of generations to get their promo videos to look so good, which I understand. Okay, I know that's the goal in the end, for them to consistently look that good. But you'd probably have to generate this scene several times to get it to where he's walking down the street. And as far as that's about it as far as the ugly. Now, I want to say a couple of cool things that I've seen too that I'll just add as little tidbits. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, okay. You could do things like commercials with this. So, for instance, I've done one. I'll try again here. Oh no. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, where'd my thing go? Okay. So create a vintage television ad for a laundry detergent. The brand is called Clean Team. And uh, it takes it a second here. So what it'll do is it will create a short story, commercial story, if you would. Okay, so we got Sarah Johnson, cheerful homemaker. Tom Johnson, hard-working husband. Okay, cinematic, obviously, but let's go ahead and change it here and see if that helps us. Let's do craft clay. See what this does for us. I love it. All right. I was hoping this thing would be useful for animations and like cartoons, clay, stop motion stuff, and I think it could be in the future, but I think we're pretty far away from that, especially when you see stuff like this. This is clearly a human's hands with the weird hand, and then and not clay. You know, it's like shows her as the claymation, and then it shows the hands. I meant to do that one. What is going on there? That's weird. I meant to redo the prompt. We'll see if that helps with the character looking. So it's done a little commercial. At the end, the detergent creates a magical glow as it disperses amidst the water in the washing machine. Look, she's so happy. Nice. So let's just preview this and see what it kind of says here. And you'll notice the music, it should be, it has previously in the past generated some like commercial like type music, and with the voiceover and everything. So I think, that's kind of cool. I think it's something that people will be able to use to make commercials once they get this down.
I used to think laundry was just another chore. But then I found Clean Team. It was like stepping into a different time. As I poured it into the machine, something magical happened. Suddenly, I was surrounded by this whirlwind of energy and music. My clothes were dancing in the suds. When they came out, they sparkled like new. It was like a glimpse of the past.
Okay, I don't even think that was her husband. Let's go back here. I think she might be seeing somebody else. Jody Grinder, is that you? Okay. Where was that shot at? That was funny. Is that her husband? I don't know. And the guy she was hugging definitely wasn't her husband. Where's that scene at? This dude. There's her husband. Uh-oh. There's trouble at home. What was his name? Trouble at Home, Tom. Okay. So, I just wanted to show you that. Oh, one more bad thing I forgot to mention. Even though the voices are from 11 Labs, I cannot make them sound good here. Everyone sound bad. I don't know if it's coming through LTX Studio making it sound bad. But everyone has that raspy little high-pitched, annoyance to it. Definitely not an end product, and it's definitely not a representation of 11 Labs. So that's all I've got. I hope you guys can get into the LTX Studio beta, and if you're in there, tell me what you think. I haven't done any deep dives, so I don't have any tips and tricks yet, just showing you what I know so far. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're making some cool videos with this thing, put them down below. Leave a comment, share them with me, share them with us. Let's talk about this thing. See you later.